Okay, we're here. Better late than never. Had some technical problems. Let's fix the camera a little bit. Wrong way. This way. Give it a little zoom. Just like that. Okay. Shake out the cobwebs, folks. Had some camera trouble getting started. Let me make sure my chat is up. There we go. The chat is up. All right. Kudis, Coffee, Chang, thanks for holding it down for me. I appreciate you. Mondays are tough. Mondays are tough. You know what I mean? Case of the Mondays, as they say. Nevertheless, we're here. We got some caffeine. We're going to talk about the disappointing draw against Alaves. We're going to talk about the upcoming match against Dynamo. No time to cry over spilled milk, my friends. We got to look ahead already. And yes, Barcelona have even more injury woes to deal with. So we'll take a look at who's even available for a starting 11 against Dynamo. We'll talk about preview and predictions. And of course, we'll talk about all the other news around the Barcelona headlines. Whew. All right. Shake off that little technical start. Late start. It is what it is, my friends. Welcome to the show. Let's go ahead and get things started the right way.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
All right, it's time to wake up in Barca, everybody's favorite morning news show for Culers around the world, to come together, catch up on the news and headlines, catch up with each other as we enjoy some caffeine and start our day. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can be part of the conversation while we talk about all those headlines, plus take a look at the upcoming match against Dynamo. All right, Aguero, is he okay? Kind of not. We can start with that one. We'll start with some Aguero news here. Apparently, he's got a heart condition that is going to take some figuring out. So, injury woes continue for Barcelona. Aguero admitted to hospital. That's 21 hours, 7 hours ago. We'll take a look at that. Striker set to stay in hospital for further tests. Great news. Barcelona striker Sergio Aguero looks set to stay in the hospital for a little longer for more tests on his heart after he was taken off against Alaves on Saturday. The Argentine was forced off in the first half, and the club subsequently confirmed he had been taken to the hospital for a cardiac exam. Reports on Sunday have claimed Aguero has been diagnosed with a cardiac arrhythmia and will now undergo further tests. The striker is said to be keeping calm, but is understandably a little worried about his condition. At the moment, it's not clear when he will be allowed to leave the hospital. Mundo Deportivo have reported that Aguero's mother, brother, and girlfriend have been to visit him in the hospital and left with their thumbs up as a sign that things are going very well. The news means that Barcelona will obviously have to cope without Aguero once again. The striker has already missed the start of the season and sustaining after sustaining a calf injury in preseason. So that's the Aguero news, folks. Looks like another stint without a striker. I hope everybody's ready for Luke de Jong up top against Dynamo. It's not good, folks. It is not good. Lee, good morning to you. Camper, how's it going, man? Been a minute since we've seen you in here. Afif, hello. San Curioso, hello. Yes, it is his heart. Not good news. Piqué also got injured. We're still waiting for others to come back. Supposedly Pedri, De Jong, and Dembele, maybe, and I think Ansu too, are all in training, so they might be available. Yeah, we are all having our fingers crossed. Yes, Coffee, I saw Tottenham already sacked Nuno Espirito. Short stint. Looks like Conte might be next up at Tottenham. Kuda says, so the injury bug upgraded to medical mystery. Yes, we've got injury bugs. We've got medical mysteries. The universe is against us right now. I'm not sure what it is. Let's go Barcelona injury news, because we've got a lot. For some reason, I just can't type today. News now, injuries and suspensions. Okay, we'll take a look at that. That's a news source. I don't think we've looked at this yet. They've got a preview for Dynamo Kiev. We could look at that. Barcelona need Ansu Fati to return as soon as possible. Well, yeah, we do. Injured Piqué to miss Barcelona's clash with Dynamo. Apparently, Piqué is going to be out for the foreseeable future. I'm not seeing anything on here that I don't already know. Barcelona center back Piqué, Aguero to stay in hospital. We already talked about that. We'll take a look at their preview for it. We'll see if they give us anything that we don't already know. First of all, this is a must-win match against Dynamo. Absolutely must win, and must win big. We can't just win 1-0 or, get a draw. If we get a draw, we're done. We're not moving on in Champions League. It's got to be a win. It's got to be a big win for Barca. Afif says, have a football match tomorrow. Wish me luck. Good luck, Afif. I hope you play well, my friend. Play with some passion. Let's see if we get any other news out of this preview. Team news. Here we go. Dynamo's woes. Don't care. Oh, that was just for Dynamo? Here we go. The only real dilemma, Aguero was admitted to the hospital. We know that. PK also emerged with a fresh doubt. So, Braithwaite, Araujo are out. Pedri, Frankie, Sergio Roberto, Ousmane Dembele, and Ansu are all doubts. Langley may be forced to get a start along with Coutinho. So, their possible lineup that they're saying here is Ter Stegen, Mingueza, Garcia, Langley, Alba, Gavi, Busquets, Gonzalez, Dest, Depay, Coutinho. Possibility there. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. Let's see what else comes up if we go Barcelona news. Camper says Aguero probably won't be allowed to play again. That is definitely speculative. It's a little bit early. We'll just have to wait and see what happens here. Afif says, I wish PK is going to be there. We absolutely need him, but also if PK is not there, Umtiti maybe will get a chance. I doubt it. There's Eric, there's Langley. Mingueza could slide in if they want to do a 3-back instead. Coffee says, when will Araujo be back in action? Not sure. Everyone's got hamstring injuries right now. Whoever is in charge of hamstrings at Barcelona, you're messing up. You're doing a horrible job. Take care of those hammies. Because right now, you're not. We've got like 4 players out with hamstrings injuries. It's ridiculous. Kuda says at this point, it's easier just to let the players, just to list the players not injured. Yeah. You're right. We're missing more than half of what would be our starting lineup. Thrawn says, can't imagine Barcelona at Europa League. I hope it doesn't happen. It would be a downgrade for the brand. That's really the one problem. Like, listen, Europa League would be good experience for the youth players. It would be good just to continue on in Europe. Maybe if we win Europa League, we get some cash. You know what I mean? Puts us in Champions League for next year, just in case for some reason we don't get in the top 4 in the Liga this year. Just saying that is a possibility. So we might have to just swallow our pride and go into Europa League. A big part of that is going to come down to what happens in the match today against Dynamo. Excuse me, not today. Tomorrow against Dynamo. That's going to be at 4 o'clock right here on the Undefeated channel. We'll be live for that one. Make sure you are tuned in, subscribe, so you can be part of that conversation while we support the Blaugrana onto what surely will be a big victory. I'm not even worried about it. It's going to be a big victory. Let's see what else we got here. Coffee says wants to see Umtiti play. Well, it's been like a year, so I would like to see where he's at with things. Afif says, I think it is going to be after the international break. Maybe. Curiosa says Dembele is made of crystal. He certainly has his injury problems. And says if we're going to be in Europa League, we have to win it. Yes, but it's definitely not a guarantee. If we go down to Europa League, that's not a guaranteed trophy for us. Thrawn says, before Xavi comes, I hope the injured players are fully back to their best. Yeah, if I'm Xavi, I'm dragging my feet. I'm probably dragging my feet until January to actually come in. Nick, good morning to you, sir. How we doing? Let's jump over and see what other headlines we have. Oh, we can talk about this. Yeah, Messi wants to come back to Barcelona, everybody. Yay! Just kidding. This is clickbait. He basically just talks about how one day he'd like to maybe come back as a sporting director, if not at Barcelona, somewhere else, but that's what he's interested in. So he's also come out and said that nobody asked him to take more than a 50% cut and that he's hurt by some of the words of Joan Laporta. From my understanding, La Liga rules are you can't take more than a 50% cut, so I'm not sure why anyone would have talked to him about it anyway. It is what it is. I've continued to say and will continue to say that there is more to the Messi saga than what actually has come out. I think one day we'll get the documentary with the full details of how it went down, Who really made that decision? Was it possible to keep him or not? Was it better for the club, even though they could have kept him, to just let him move on? I want all those details. I really want to know if Barcelona was truly forced, if they could have made it happen. If they could have made it happen, maybe they just decided it's better for the club to move on. Who knows? But those details will come out eventually. Eventually, my friend. Levi, good morning to you, sir. Asked, would I take Messi back next year? It's a good question. Under certain conditions, I would take Messi back. I'm concerned about the youth development with Messi around him, just because we're so reliant on the young Argentine when he's at the club and on the pitch. You know what I mean? There's times that when you look back that players just were too eager to give it up to Lionel Messi instead of creating on their own. It really bottlenecks our performance at times. I'd love to have him back at the club. I would love to have Lionel Messi back at the club. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to have him back. But we'd have to figure out how to play with him and not just behind him. You know, that was starting to really become a problem. Yep. Coffee says Dembele needs to improve his finishing. He needs to improve his health so he can be on the pitch before we can even talk about his finishing. Thrawn asked, didn't the Liga board say it was possible for Messi to stay? That's what the Liga president is saying. But he also has a little bit of beef with Barcelona right now and some reason to throw shade. So, not quite sure where the truth is on that one. Referee, good morning, sir. Levi says Depay would be a beast if we had Messi. Yeah, I would love to have Depay as a center forward with Aguero in front of him, Ansu on the left, Messi on the right. That'd be fantastic. That'd be very exciting to see. We're not going to get that. Not going to get that at all. We're going to have a Dembele on the right, perhaps. We did get a debut from Abde. We can talk about that in the Alaves match. What do you guys think about that? Listed as a left winger for Barca B. Came on, played some right wing. He was pretty assertive. Made quick decisions on the ball. Playing with some confidence. Maybe we get to see Des slide back to his more natural right back position. That is definitely one of the priorities. We got to get our attack back and healthy so that Serginho Dest doesn't have to be an attacking winger, so that he can play in his more natural, more dominant position of the right wing. Nightbot's drunk. Hang on. Gotta take off Nightbot. Yeah. Okay, Nightbot is out. No big deal. Thrawn. Who else said things? Coffee says, our youth players played well? Sure. Yes, they played well. It's just going to take time. It's going to take time. We're pretty one-dimensional right now in the attack. If you watch Barcelona when we're on the ball, we get it out to the wing. We have one of our center mids come over. We have our winger. Then we'll have Memphis come over and we get an overlap from the outside back. So you have 4 players out on either side of the wings. A winger, the striker, a center mid, and the outside back. Then they do a little tiki-taka to eventually get the outside back on an overlap. And then it's either crossed across the face of goal or it's dropped back to whatever forward rotated around to get off the shot to the curler for the far post. Those are the 2 plays that Barcelona are running right now. So we're very one-dimensional in our build-up. We're not doing anything through the center of the pitch. We're not getting in behind any of the backline defenders to create havoc, to create chaos. So yes, the youth played well, but we've got some growing pains, my friends. A lot of you were thinking, oh, Coleman's out. The skies have parted. The sun is out. All is well at Barcelona. Wrong. Turns out it wasn't just Ronald Koeman, friends. Turns out we need a lot more than just a new manager for us to do well. Jason asked, did I hear about Aguero? Yes, we covered that at the top of the show. He's got a heart condition that's going to keep him out for the foreseeable future, unfortunately. Levi, I'm less and less impressed with Demir. I know that he came out with a hot start. We signed him for Barcelona B. He played so well in the preseason that he got brought up to the first team, but since joining the first team, I have not seen anything to justify that decision, to be honest. Thrawn says we should look after Balde. He could be a huge star in the future. He has what it takes to be a big player. I agree. I think he's a left back of the future. Got to work on his composure, his decision making a little bit. Brown's gratification. A Jules Koundé would be amazing, sure. Barcelona need a defensive mid, and we need a striker, first and foremost. That's what we need above anything else. Also says also Frankie de Jong has been kind of underwhelming. Who's he got to play with? You know what I mean? Like, a midfielder needs forwards to create space for that midfielder to play the ball into. Forwards need midfielders to play those balls. So we just, you know what I mean? We don't have the chemistry right now, and we don't have the personnel either. We just don't. We just don't. Chang says, what do I think about Abde? I think I just gave my thoughts on Abde. I think he's one for the future. I think we'll maybe see a little bit of playing time for him while we got Barjuan at the helm. And we'll see what happens. Referee says Dusan Vlahovic will be ideal, if not Holland. We'll see. I think we might be getting ahead of ourselves talking about signing any major players either in January or the summer. I think we're going to have to wait potentially until next summer. Summer 2023 might be the first time that we're able to bring in a big name. That's very possible. Not going to hold my breath for Barcelona to get their finances in order. Yeah, he goes by Abde, and that's what we're going to call him. I know he's got a big, long name, but Abde works for me. Thrawn says, Chang says, Ole to Barca. Nah, dude, that ain't happening. Thrawn says, Busquets and Frankie need to take more shots. They are always in the best position for shooting. Busquets, I think I've seen him take 5 shots in his entire career, if that. I agree with you. You have to have midfielders. What is my hair doing? You have to have midfielders willing to take chances, drop some bombs from outside of the box, just to have that threat so that the defense can't sit back on those runs. You have to have that. Levi says Busquets isn't a shooter. Maybe De Jong should shoot more. Yeah, Busquets isn't a shooter, but you're telling me the guys can't put one on frame from the top of the box? Come on. Come on. These guys can make 60-yard passes on a dime. You're telling me you can't just put one in the side netting real quick? Just treat it like a pass. That's all I'm saying. Coffee says, seems like our board doesn't give much attention to the squad as we had enough time to sign a striker on loan. Coffee. Finances. You gotta understand the finances. This year was not about bolstering the squad. This year was about clearing space on the salary cap. That's what this was. That's why Messi's not here. That's why Griezmann's not here. That's why Emerson is not here. That's why Mariba is not here. That's why Raymond is not here. I'm sure I'm missing one or two. We sold off players to clear space for the salary cap. We are not trying to build a championship squad right now. We are not looking to build the best squad that we can right now. We are looking to save money. That's what we're doing right now. That's why we brought in Luke de Jong. That's why we only brought in free players this year. Okay? We don't have money to spend. We are trying desperately to keep all the money in our pockets right now. Brown says, who else would I sell on this team? At this point, I would be open to selling Coutinho. He's just not doing what we need him to do. Just not doing what we need him to do. I would sell Coutinho. Who else out of this squad would I sell? I don't know. That's what comes to mind. And it's not even about that. It's not even about that. Selling players is not going to help Barcelona right now. What's going to help Barcelona, and I've said this time and time again, we have to develop the youth while we're fixing our finances. Then once those two things happen over the next year and a half, then we'll be ready to sign some players, move on as the Barcelona that we know and love, that is a Champions League contender, that doesn't lose to teams like Rayo, that doesn't have a struggling draw against Alaves, that doesn't struggle to beat a team like Dynamo. We'll get there, but it's going to take some time. It is going to take some time, my friends. Referee says there's a lot of good and great free players next year. Very true. Mbappe's free. Pogba's free. Kessier's free. Who else is going to be free? I know I'm missing some. Holland is going to cost $75 million. He's not free, but he'll be available. With that said, folks, I think we should probably go ahead and take a look at a potential lineup. Let me detach this canvas here, bring this over here. All right, let's go here for a little lineup prediction preview. This is going to be for the match against Dynamo. It's going to be Tuesday, 4 o'clock, right here on the Undefeated channel. Kuda says no one's buying Coutinho, and this roster handle and can this roster handle losing him? At this point, it doesn't even matter. Like I said, selling Coutinho isn't going to make a difference for us. It'll give us a little bit of change, if anything. Goku, good morning, sir. Oh, Chang saying Rudiger. I would love to bring Rudiger into Barcelona. He's amazing. That would be fantastic. All right, let's take a look at who we might have. Let's mark out who's not going to be available first and foremost, and that's going to be Araujo, PK, also injured. Fati's a doubt. De Jong's a doubt. Pedri's a doubt. Roberto's a doubt. Dembele's a doubt. Goatweight is out. And Aguero is out. Guys, literally, we have to move this over here real quick. There we go. Nope, wrong one. Hang on. We'll get this. Stop doing what we're doing. What is happening? Okay, yeah, just go ahead and freeze on me. That's great. That's what I wanted. Can we, hang on. Can we just maybe not freeze? That'd be great if we just didn't. If we had software that worked, that'd be cool. Here, we'll just jump back over here while my software worked itself out. Apparently nothing wants to work on this Monday morning. Apparently my camera didn't want to work. My software doesn't want to work. We're gonna shake it off. Rough start to a Monday, but that's okay. We're gonna work it out. I'm resetting. I'm opening this up once again so we can take a look at the lineup, and we will be okay. We'll be all right. Thrawn says Haaland to Barcelona, Mbappe to Real Madrid, and now Clasico is revived. I think that's what every casual fan would like to see, in my opinion. I don't quite know what the chances are of it happening, but I do know that everyone would love to see a renewed El Clasico rivalry. Kyle Cash in the house. Good morning, sir. Referee says I don't know what. I'm sure that's a trick. I'm sure that's a trick. Browns gratification says my Cleveland Browns have been struggling with injuries, a lot of soft tissue injuries, and people are complaining about the strength and conditioning coach. Barcelona need to look into the medical team. Agreed. I've said that before, and also Browns gratification. If you have any advice for us while we are going through these down times, advice on how to support your team while they're struggling and have no chance at any major trophies. We'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I know it is not easy being a Browns fan, so respect, kudos to you, sir, and welcome to the community as well. Appreciate you coming in and joining us. Kudus, I'm not repeating that, but shots fired. Shots fired by Kudus. I love you guys. This is great. Yeah. You're hilarious, referee. Sean says coaching staff is better than the medical staff. Listen, I'm not trying to have a debate on which one needs to be upgraded more. Yeah, leave it. I'm trying to. I'm not going to say that out loud. Not going to say that out loud. Anyway, we are ready to go with potential lineups. So as I was about to do, marking out the people that are not available: Aguero, Goatweight, Dembele, Sergio Roberto, Pedri, De Jong, Fati, PK, Araujo, all unavailable. Am I missing anybody? I think that's everybody. I'm going to gray them out. Boom, boom, boom. Take down that opacity. All right, folks. The starting 11 almost makes itself. Look at who's available. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Kyle Cash taking it into deep waters against Kudus, questioning his ethics and his morality. My goodness. Shots fired back. Afif says there are rumors that PSG is going to cancel the Ramos contract. Have not seen that. Have not heard of it. Don't care. Arsh Gupta, good morning, sir, says, I don't know How can we even play because of half of our team is injured? We're going to figure it out. We are going to figure it out. Levi says India got destroyed by New Zealand yesterday. Yada, yada, yada. Animal says Demir is a false 9. Let's give it a try. I don't know about all that jazz. Nick, I'm with you. This is shocking. When you really just look at what's available to us, it's pretty shocking. Yeah, Gokul, almost half the squad is injured. It's pretty insane right now. Pretty insane. Jason says, did I hear about Kuhn? Yes, Jason, we talked about that at the top of the show. Sean says Demir and Ricky Puig get a start. We'll see. All right, let's just go with what we know. Ter Stegen's getting a start. I can be pretty sure about that. I'm going to be pretty sure that Alba's going to get a start. I'm pretty sure Mingueza is going to be on that right-hand side. We're just going to build this out for the ones that I feel confident about first. Memphis, he's going to be on there, but I'm not sure if he's going to be striker or left wing, actually, and we'll play that out. We'll put him out there at first. You know Busquets is going to be defensive mid. Who else do we know is going to be out there? I would assume Garcia. And who's his partner going to be? Is it going to be Langley? Is it going to be Umtiti? It's got to be Langley, right? Could be Langley and Eric for this one. How am I doing so far? Do I have anything wrong yet? I think this is, by default, what we're going to be starting with, and we can kind of build from here. Chang putting in the full starting lineup there. Referee says Langley. Levi says Langley. Yes, Chang, I see your starting lineup. You don't have to keep putting it in. Thank you. Nick says, looking at this, I can't wait for the international break. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Samesies. Waiting for that international break indeed. Nick says, sorry, I just read that. Yep. Okay, so who's going to go in the midfield next to Busquets? We've got Coutinho, Ricky Puig, Nico, and Gavi. I don't think we make any changes. I think that stays. I think we go Nico and Gavi here. I'm pretty sure they started like this with Gavi on the left, Nico on the right. Yes, we could see a Ricky Puig get a start, but I doubt it. So who do we see go alongside Memphis? We've got some options. It could be Memphis on the left, Luke de Jong at striker. I'm pretty sure Dest is going to go on the right again. So do we go Luke de Jong? Do we go Demir? Do we go Coutinho? Do we go Abde? That's also a possibility for Abde to get a start. Like I said, he's listed as a left winger. Levi asking for Demir on the right wing. I don't think it's happening. I just don't see it happening. I mean, maybe. Now that we only have 3 center back options, maybe Mingueza starts on the bench and Dest goes to right back and we start Demir. But Kuda says, Kyle, why aren't you out here teaching them hamstring habits? I know you be the king of them squats getting down low. I love the banter on this channel. It's fantastic. Levi calling for Dest at right back. Chang asking when Xavi's going to come. We don't know. If I'm Xavi, I'm dragging my feet. I'm waiting as long as I possibly can to get around at least some of these injuries. Afif says Busquets is going to retire. He's old and yada, 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 and we don't have a replacement for him. This is true. I've been saying since the beginning of the summer that we have to have a defensive mid come in. Has to be the case. So yeah, between Demir, De Jong, Abde, or Balde. Balde could start out on that left wing. But what is the most likely, right? We're sitting here speculating. What is the most likely decision? It's going to be Coutinho. I don't think anyone has faith in Luke de Jong. So I think it's got to be Coutinho getting the start. That's probably what we're looking at. And we'll have De Jong, Demir, Ricky Puig, Abde, Balde, Alvaro, Umtiti on the bench with Inaki and Neto as well. I think this is going to be it. Only swaps might be De Jong instead of Coutinho, or maybe Demir starts over Mingueza and Dest goes to right back. It's a possibility. But we're going to be without Araujo, Piqué, Sergio Roberto, Pedri, De Jong, Fati, Dembele, Goetwe, Aguero. We're missing all of these players. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, my friends. That's the potential starting lineup. We'll see if I'm right or not. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing the pre-match starting at 3:30 right here on the Undefeated channel. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe so you can be part of the Undefeated community. Come and hang out with the Stash Squad as we support the Blaugrana. I'll be giving the live match commentary so you won't miss any of the action. And of course, I'll be responding to the chat while we all hang out, catch up on the match, and hopefully Barcelona come up with a big win. We cannot drop points if we want to move through in Champions League. This is a must-win match, and it's a must-win by a number of goals. So we got to come out hot. Have to do it. Oh, I know, Kudis. Kudis says, who thought you'd look back at Coutinho as a Red and think those are the glory days? Yikes. I know. Tough times. Notorious26 asks if Ansu will be ready. He is a doubt for this match. Ansu's a doubt. Ansu, De Jong, Roberto, and Pedri are all a doubt for this match. So we shall see. Oh, the squad list came out already? Good. Just in time. Let's go Barcelona Twitter. It's funny that Barcelona release their squad on Twitter first above anything else. Oh, get real. Get out of here. All right. Take a look at the squad real quick. Ter Stegen, Dest, Araujo, Sergio, Ricky Puig, Ousmane Dembele. He's not going to get the start, but he's on there. Ansu Fati is also available in the squad. Good news. Luke de Jong and Frankie de Jong. Yes. Okay. All right. So I don't know if any of these players are going to start. I think the starting lineup still stays. If we take a look at that, if we take a look at our starting lineup, we've got some players that are going to be available. So let me fix this. Fati, those three. Was there anybody else? That I grayed out? Oh, Araujo too. Guys, Araujo's also available. Let's go. Anyone else? So Araujo's back. Dembele's back. Ansu's back. Demir, Neto, Coutinho, Langley, Luke, Jordi, Frankie, Mingueza, Umtiti, Eric, Peña, Nico, Gavi, Balde, Alvaro. Oh, no Abde. Interesting. Okay, so Alvaro stays with the club, but not Abde. Interesting. Let me bring this back up. Hang on one second. Zoop. Bring those guys back up to 100. Okay. I still don't think any of those players start. They're all coming back from injury, maybe one or two. But we do have Araujo, Dembele, Frankie, and Fati all available to us. Whew, that was a close one. Referee, good catch, my friend. Good catch. It was just in time. Okay. Yes, we are playing Kiev away, Chang. And once again, I hope to see you all there tomorrow, 3:30 Eastern Daylight Time. Make sure you convert that for your time zone. I know we got Culers watching from around the world here. But we got some players coming back from injury. They were listed as a doubt, but they're going to be part of the squad. We'll see what happens. We'll go over the full starting lineup tomorrow at 3:30 before the match begins, and then we will be live for the match against Dynamo Kiev. And like I said, must win big. So come hang out on the Undefeated channel while we support the Blaugranes onto victory. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one, friends. I'll see you there, all right? I appreciate you coming in and starting your day with me. Whew. We got to get these 3 points. I just got a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous thinking about it because we got some of our big names coming back. So, all right. I will see you there, my friends, right here on the Undefeated channel, 3:30 Eastern Daylight Time, Tuesday. Dynamo hosting Barcelona. Big win coming up. All right. Yeah, Levi knows. Cincinnati. That's it. I'm going to get out of here. I ran too long. I should have been done like 10 minutes ago. And but it's whatever. The sun's barely even up. My friends, I'm rambling at this point. I'm just rambling. I'll see you on Tuesday for the match against Dynamo. All right. Thank you so much for starting your day with me. Thanks for tuning in and taking a ride. I'll see y'all next time. Mwah.